Have you ever thought to yourself that you wish that you knew what you know now when you had started out in the industry all those years ago? How it would have saved you time, energy, money, effort, heartache even, if you just didn't need to go through making all of those mistakes and learning from them. So whilst nothing can replace experience, this series of mistakes managers make that we are bringing to you from Spa Professionals Guild is really there to help guide you so that we can, all of us, tap into some of the world's leading spa managers and directors with years and years of experience, and we can tap into their mistakes. What mistakes did they make? How did they fix it? How did they overcome it, and what would they have done differently? This type of information and this type of sharing is absolutely priceless. So I hope that you've enjoyed the series so far, and we're moving on to mistakes managers make number 5. Yes. So enjoy, off we go. Let's go and see where this mistake is taking us to around the world. Right, so welcome to Spa Professionals Guild community, and actually welcome to the entire industry, beauty, spa, wellness, aesthetic industry that is watching this today. And we continue with this very exciting series of mistakes, the biggest mistakes that managers make in our industry. And remember, the reason we are doing this is to save us a lot of time, a lot of heartache, that all of you professionals out there, whether you're at owner level or whether you're at manager or director level, that you can save yourself a lot of time and a lot of heartache by learning from some spa leaders that we've handpicked from around the world to share their biggest mistake with us. So today, very exciting, we headed off to Kuwait, believe it or not, and we are going to have a chat with Adriana. So, hello, Adriana, how are you today?
Hello, Marisa, I'm very good. How about you?
I'm very, very well, thank you. So, Adriana, maybe you can start by telling us a little bit about yourself and your history in the industry first. How does that sound?
Perfect. Well, thank you very much for a beautiful introduction. It is a pleasure, and it's so lovely to be part of the community and being here. So, as you said, my name is Adriana. I'm currently placed in Kuwait. I'm proud to say that I have a massive passion in beauty and wellness industry. So this year is going to be marking my 16th year being within the industry.
Wow.
Thank you. I've started way back, so we won't count that many years. I will keep it a bit secret. But I've started the journey, as probably many others, being on cruise ships. I've been massage therapist, I've been beauty therapist, and of course, I've started my career as a manager and a director there. Spent a beautiful 5 years traveling around the world. Went back to Europe. I've managed a couple of clusters, spas as a cluster manager and director, some standalone. I've been in Dubai and Atlantis. I went all the way back to Ireland, managed one of the most well-known hotel and spa in Ireland. And that guided me, and I'm very proud to say that I'm currently pre-opening spa director of Waldorf Astoria here in Kuwait.
That's lovely. So Waldorf Astoria, wow.
Yes.
That's awesome. Is the spa currently open, or are you busy with a pre-opening phase?
We are in pre-opening phase. We are about to get there. So we are in this beautiful moment of where we're tapping to be ready and testing and doing all the small things. And excitement is absolutely building up. The team is arriving to Kuwait, and we are very excited for our pre-opening day.
Wow. Okay. So I think the big work is now, actually. The big work. When you get everybody together, you start with all those SOPs. And so I think the great thing is that the energy is up, but you've got your hands full, I see, for the next couple of weeks.
Absolutely. We're busy, but we have that time of being really great busy. So we're all excited and building this excitement there.
Fantastic. Okay, so Adriana, share with us, please, so that we can all learn as a community, what is your biggest mistake that you made at manager or director level?
Yes, it was, so as I said, many years in spa, and being on ships. I should be, at that moment, I maybe felt like I know it, but I didn't know the importance of having incentive and good quality of incentives and commissions. Somehow, I think that was back 2013-14, I took over a beautiful property in Dubrovnik. It was a team of 25 at that time. And I've just started off. I took over from a pre-opening director. I took over my role. And I kind of started to work on so many other things that I've let these incentives and commissions kind of slide a bit back. And then when we were speaking with our team members, when I spoke with my team, I saw that I'd be demotivated. I didn't see that the passion is there. So we had lovely products, we had lovely menu, beautiful facility, but we didn't put our soul and passion to incentive or commission scheme. So then when we realized it was already 6 or 7 months already within the role, I need to work my way back and to motivate this therapist, to motivate this receptionist, to speak with them, to guide the whole process. And then I've implemented that system 7 or 8 months within the role. So I think if I would do something differently, I would definitely tackle this from the very beginning to have a team being stronger, better, and more interactive and passionate as well.
Okay, so that's quite interesting. So if possible, could you share with us maybe, so if you were going to start with a new business now.
Yes.
You obviously, the therapists get paid a specific salary, right?
Right?
And when you say a good incentive scheme, could you give us some examples? Like what have you come across in your career path that maybe we could all learn from as ideas on what to implement to motivate our teams?
Absolutely. So often when we do incentives, at least this is my feeling and opinion, is that we just focus on therapists. So if they sell or if they do a certain amount of treatments, this is the moment we give them commission. Mm-hmm. I personally feel this is all good and well, but we neglect our therapists, we neglect our attendance in this point, and we neglect all of our other paths that are so important. Specifically, and I have a therapist background, so I feel so passionate about the therapist, but I always feel in this particular situation, often receptionists are most neglected. So in one of my properties, what I saw the difference is when we got receptionists involved in this commission scheme, the whole business strategy, our profit and loss and our revenue drivers, they changed because we've involved them. We involved our commercial department, our financial department, but most importantly, we just didn't look, we just have therapists. So, okay, from the spa, we're just going to tackle the therapist. Apart from spa being so much more than that, we need to tackle all of our subgroups of the spa in equal focus. I would say it like that. So in one of the properties where I've implemented commissions for all of the spa subgroups, spa receptionists being equally important as a spa therapist, we saw a massive change. This change then, as I said, resulted as a very good P&L and it's a very good revenue driver.
That's amazing. So when you say commission for a spa receptionist, do you base that on the whole spa's revenue, or do you give the receptionist little targets to work towards?
That is a very good question. We do both. So my opinion is just to do both. And what my goal was, when that receptionist, they come to work, they manage that booking the same that they would manage their own business. And that's going to make them, again, in my opinion, equally passionate and equally strong and devoted for work. So when they are doing their job, they put their own energy, their own passion, equally as they would manage their own business. But the question that you just asked is what I think is super important, that we have a team target. The team target, it's not about having huge amount of incentives paid, but it's about to have that small motivation to have them all feeling part of the group. So whatever strategy we as the directors we can find, I think it's super important to have our spa team members rewarded when they reach together a goal. Let's say, for example, now in my team I have lifeguards. It's equally important that they are rewarded as well. You would reward your attendants as well as you equally reward your reception team, so they all feel that together we reach the goal. Again, that money doesn't need to be huge. It can be something very, very small, but it's about to make them feeling together as one group.
That's lovely. And then, just another question while I'm thinking is, are you finding today, dealing with today's kind of spa staff, that they are more driven by money incentives or more driven by treatment incentives or experience incentives, like a dinner or a massage, or I don't know? Well, what are you finding lately?
Well, I think incentives can be both. It can be money, but it doesn't need to be money all the time. It can be that small product, is exactly what you said as well. We work towards a goal, and then, for example, we're in pre-opening, so I've asked the team, let's work together something towards this specific goal. We've reached that goal, and we went together on the movies. So it's about to make them something a part of the team and group, and once we reach that, we do not forget, once we reach a goal, that we need to reward ourselves and our team members together. So it can be equally dinner, movies, product, and now day in nature, as the money at some point that can be equally important to our team members, as long as we do not forget about it.
Sounds amazing. Okay, so that's awesome. So in summary, your advice that you would give all owners and directors out there is to pay attention and to the incentive scheme and how you are driving and motivating your team, not only from a remuneration point of view, in other words, not just from their salary, but from striving towards achieving certain goals, and make sure that you put those schemes in place from the beginning. Am I right?
Because it's helping them to feel they are a team, but it's about us to give them importance. They are equally team members to all of us. So we don't kind of put our head and doing something that is super important for us, but we neglect them in that process.
I love it. Okay, so Adriana, thank you for your golden nuggets, as I call them. Thank you for being open and willing to share a mistake, because at the end of the day, owning up to our mistakes isn't such an easy thing. But in this case, it really is helping everybody out there that's going to watch this, that, that's how we learn and that's how we all grow. So thank you for being so open about it. And from all of us and from me, I want to wish you the best success in your opening. And please, let's keep in touch. I'm going to follow you closely to see what you're up to. And I hopefully look forward to meeting you one day in person. Thank you so much for this chat.
Thank you, Marisa. Have a beautiful afternoon and day.
Thank you, my dear. Cheers.